And speaking of delusional, speaking of delusional, let's talk about Donald Trump. Let's get political here for a second and talk about Donald Trump for a second. Because at the game, that Friday, I was a Friday night game, which is kind of cool. You know, usually college football Saturday nights. So it was cool on a Friday night. The energy was weird. It was like people were getting off work, getting off school, running to the game. So people weren't like all day partying, tailgating. So there was like a lot of energy. There was like a weird like Friday night vibe energy to the place. And they started playing multiple times. They played Not Like Us because it was the night of the like drops, the Epstein revelations that came out recently, where it's like pretty obvious that Trump is in them. You know, I mean, it's been obvious that he's in them because of like how frantic and crazy he's been about covering it up. You know, we all know something's up. We all know if you're going to waste that much political capital, pull that much crap and shenanigans behind the scenes to try to stop them from being released, lying to your fans, lying to your supporters, firing people, pushing people out. You know, you can do all this stuff, expend all this political capital. It's not nothing. You know, there's something there that's bad. And so the leaks come out. I think you know what I'm talking about. And that night they played Not Like Us like 8 times. They played Not Like Us and the whole crowd was bumping, dude. There was like this Friday night energy anyways, where people were kind of like rocking and bumping to the music. Not like crazy. People weren't like wild and crazy, like drunk college fans screaming and shouting. It was more like people were partying, dude. People were like vibing to the music and dancing and laughing. Like that was the vibe in the stadium. So it was kind of cool. It was a cool experience. But man, when Kendricks drops the, you know, A minor and you have like 60,000 people in a stadium that's designed to like echo sound. You have 60,000 people saying A minor, you know, the night that Donald Trump like pretty obviously got exposed for being a part of the Epstein thing. It was brutal, man. It was like brutal. I was like, oh, yikes. You know, I was like, oh, eesh, ooh, brutal, you know. Ooh, yikes. But yeah, it was funny. It was a funny old time. And then, man, isn't it crazy how Trump like obviously made America much worse? Like, hey guys, hey, look, can we keep it real for a second? Isn't it kind of disappointing? Isn't it kind of wild that like it's been almost 10 years and America got worse, and when we were gonna make it great again, you know? It's rough, man. It's a tough pill to swallow because we're stuck. Like, what do you do now? There's no what do you do? It's that hopeless despair feeling. I will probably talk about this coming up on some streams, you know. But it's kind of a rough realization we're all coming to this year, this summer, that it's like, ooh, this whole thing, you know, well-intentioned, whether you agree with the goals and what's happened or not, it's like, ooh, it just has been a failure. It's like, what are we even doing here anymore, you know? Made America much worse, unfortunately, you know? It's like weird. The whole point was to make it great again. False promises, crushed hopes, but hey, we got some laughs. You got some laughs in along the way. It wasn't all bad. We laughed a little bit. You know, we laughed a little bit. Since Trump took over, it was just been more, you know, more censorship, more wars, more debt, more loans, more class division, more race division, more, you know, more criminals are now on the street, more, you know, all of the stuff you can blame Democrats for. It happens since we were supposed to be making America great again. You know, since 2016, it's like we started getting censored. We doubled the national debt. We've started more wars. It's like you could say, you can try to maneuver and blame Democrats all you want. It's like at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, from 2016 to now, there's like 25 more million immigrants. You know, there's like 30 million more immigrants. In 2016, the promise was in that year, it was, we're going to make America great. We're going to stop immigration. We're going to get the budget under control. No more wars. We're going to end the wars. You know, we're going to put America first. Like, I'm going to fix the country. I'm going to put people back to work. The economy's going to be great. You know, freedom. It's like, we're going to be free. We're going to have small government. It's like, that's the plan. That's what we were pitched. That was the pitch in 2016. That's the plan. Put Trump in power. He's going to make that happen. And now 10 years later, Trump is still in power and none of that has happened. It's the opposite. We're in more wars. We're in more debt. We have more censorship, less freedom, more gun laws. It's like, where did we win anywhere? We didn't win anywhere. You know what? You know who did win? Corporations got tax cuts. Cool, dude. Corporations and rich people got tax cuts. Like, cool, great, dude. And the economy like kind of did good for a little bit. It's like, dude, come on, man. I don't know. It's such a disappointment. But again, we got some laughs out of it. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that there's all that stuff. And again, there's all the Jewish nonsense. I mean, obviously bought and sold and paid for by Israel and covering up all that stuff happening out there, all that kind of Jewish nonsense happening every week these days. There's all that too, it's kind of just sad. It's sad that Trump sucks. It turns out Trump sucks, like probably in more ways than one, which is equally, if not worse. It's like he sucks and he failed, and also like literally, he might literally suck. Like, you know what I mean? Yikes. Sucks on not just straws. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about with when I say the straw thing. It's worse than that. Unfortunately, yikes. I'm tired of winning, y'all. If this is what winning looks like, I'm tired of it. What happened to Joe Biden? Can Joe Biden come back? I think things were better with Joe Biden, with the clone, the man in the mask pretending to be Joe Biden for the last 4 years, or like the robot. Didn't they say they had a robot, or it was like AI? Wasn't it AI, and then it was like a robot, and then the next week it's like a guy in a mask or something? Can the fake Joe Biden come back? Is Joe Biden dead? Like, for real? Did he die? I haven't heard anything about him like in the last year. He just dropped out of the race suspiciously, and then just like, I don't know, is he dead? Where'd he go? That's kind of wild. That's kind of funny. Joe Biden. Save us, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, if you can hear us, if you can hear me right now, Joe Biden, I know you're out there. You're not dead. You're not a clone. You're not a robot. I know you're out there, Joe Biden. If you can hear me, we need you. America needs you more than ever. Save us from Trump and his Jewish pedophile friends. Save us from Trump and all the wars that are about to happen, and the economy that's about to crash, and all of our rights that are about to be taken away. Biden, save us. Get us out of debt. End the usury. Stop the wars. Joe Biden, we need you. Joe Biden, Trump and his Jewish pedophile friends are looting the nation. They're genociding people. You need to stop it. Can you hear me, Brandon? Let's go, Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Make America great again. Let's go, baby. And it's just funny because all the people that just for the last 4 years freaked out about Joe Biden, all my friends and everyone around me that's conservative and pro-Trump, that for 4 years just loved to just complain and blame other people, put all the responsibility off themselves and onto the other side, the evil side, that side. It's all their fault. Everything's always their fault. They're doing. It's never because I didn't work hard. It's because they stopped me from doing anything. But it's like, yeah, you could have still tried to work hard. There's a lot of that. For all the crap I heard for 4 years about Biden and how horrible he was, and how disgusting that laptop from hell was, how Hunter Biden was just the worst thing ever. It's so degenerate. It's a mark. It's a stain on this country's legacy. Hunter Biden and his laptop. And now Trump is like hiding the Epstein files that show that he's like definitely involved in like child trafficking. Like a foreign nation, foreign agents came into our country, took our little girls, sexually abused them, and used it as blackmail to control our government. And Trump is like a part of it and covering it up. Your daughters, your children, your daughter's age, your teenage young daughters were taken, raped, sexually abused, groomed. And it was because of like a blackmail operation by like a foreign nation and foreign agents to take control of our government through blackmail and bribes. And Donald Trump is like, most likely was a part of it. And if not, at the very least, he's covering it up for the people that were a part of it. That's some really, not just like treasonous crap, That's like some really sinful crap, dude. That's really wicked and evil shit. And so yeah, I mean, I'm so out on Trump. I'm not even kidding. Like, I would rather have Joe Biden. At least, Joe Biden didn't actively cover up the Epstein thing. He just kind of pretended like it didn't exist. I don't know, man. They're all horrible. They're all horrible. It's all horrible. This country's so screwed.